Hello, there's no need to be a pathological liar on YouTube. There's no reason to be that. If you don't want anybody to know any information, just don't put the information up there. If you don't want anybody to know what your grandmother or your grandfather look like, just don't tell them. You don't need to put the information up there. But there's no reason to be a pathological liar. And I guess at some point, some people figure, well, okay, YouTube is just acting. There are a lot of good channels out there where they don't act. They say, this is just what I'm doing every day. But they're not pathological liars. Okay, I'm going to get a divorce. I'm going to go to the courthouse and sign this information, and we're going to get a divorce. That's $40,000 check from YouTube right there. And then they have to pay off the gambling debts, because when you're gambling, you're going to have debts. Okay, we're not going to get divorced. We're going to stay together. That's another $40,000 right there. That's school clothes. Okay, that's school clothes, summer clothes, spring clothes. Okay. When you do that, let's just talk about a baby that's damaged in utero. Now see, when you're dancing, when you're doing all that twerking, all that vulgar dancing, this is what you're doing to the baby. Okay, you're damaging that baby in utero. You're causing the baby to move, and it shouldn't be moving. And what's going to happen is that baby's going to be born beat up. And it's the only second time in my whole life that I have seen that, a baby beaten up in the womb. Now, some babies don't make it. Okay, but it's the only second time in my life that I have seen that, a baby beat up in the womb. And see, when you're doing all this dancing and twinking and twerking and all that while you're pregnant, you don't know how that's going to affect the baby. Miscarriages, lung collapse, broken bones, born with broken bones, lung collapse, heart squeeze, brain damage, who knows what else. Baby's got split all over his arms just to keep his bones in place. How is anybody who has had a lot of children does all that twerking, don't know that that's damaging to the baby? How is it? That's incredible. Do you see women in the third world dancing while they're pregnant? No, they don't. They just walk everywhere. Do you see them dancing while they're pregnant? No. Now, see, a lot of celebrities do that. They pregnant and they dance. They make a video where they're dancing. But see, you got to understand, that's Hollywood. Those are not females. Those are men who are masquerading as female, and they've had a balloon inserted in their abdomen so they can look pregnant. Those are not real females that are doing that dancing. Those are men who had a balloon inserted. That's Hollywood. You ever wonder why practically all these so-called female celebrities are mighty near flat-chested? They got just about as much breast as an average 12-year-old, 11-year-old. Why? Because they're men, okay? They're just men. And the older they get, the more they look like men. But look, that's not what I'm talking about. How is it a woman's had a lot of children and don't know that all that dancing, vulgar dancing, twerking is bad for the baby? Beat up in the womb. How is it that anybody has a teenager and don't even know they need glasses? What kind of stupid mother is that? How is it the child halfway grown and you don't even know they need glasses? You should have known that when they were 8 or 9 years old. I mean, how stupid can a mother be? Dig on it. Now, see, there was a person that we grew up with. She was retarded. Now, that's what word we didn't use learning disabled. We used retarded. She was retarded, but she was functional. She was functionally retarded. Now, she could screw, which she did. She screwed half the county. She had children that she didn't want. And she used her mouth to destroy people. She destroyed probably a lot of marriages. She probably destroyed a lot of friendship with her mouth. With her mouth. Okay? So she could function. She could screw. I think she could cook. She had children that she didn't want. And but she was retarded, but she was functional. She was just missing some brain chips. So I think that's how they are. They both are missing brain chips. There's something missing there. But they're functional. They can function. They screw. They produce children that they don't want. They call themselves cooking. Okay, cooking packaged food. Okay. But this person that we knew, she was retarded, but she was functional. So a person can be that. They can be kind of retarded, but they functionally retarded. they can function in everyday life. You know, they can screw, they can cook, they can have children, etc. I really feel sorry for a baby who's had a mother that did all that twerking while they were in the womb. I feel sorry for any child born like that. I feel sorry for the child born to parents like that. I really do. I feel sorry. Good grief. What kind of mess is that to show your titties on YouTube? Cat. People, y'all, you black women need to talk to certain people. I don't understand why anybody's twerking anyway. They got a big behind like that. You black women need to talk to her. To tell her to stop showing her tail on YouTube. Okay, that's beside the point. But look, I think there's some brain chips missing in both of them. They don't have a clue how to be parents, but they should know how to produce these children. You know what? It just wouldn't shock me if the state ended up raising all those children. Bye.